Defense entered Thursday night allowing just 239 yards and less than 7 points a game, and they were a nightmare for Danny Dimes. You see the tip and the pick on the play. First takeaway of the game for the Patriots as they work that defense. John Simon makes the interception, but it would not be their last. Second quarter, Patriots have a 7-0 lead. Jones has plenty of time until he doesn't anymore. Needs to get rid of this ball more quickly. John Vilma.
Yes, he has to understand his receivers are hurt. He's playing with the second team. You got to get the ball away. He had plenty of time to throw it away. Instead, he gets hit on the arm and then now gives up the interception, which is why he's mad.
And it's Shelton who hit him in the arm, Deron Herman who makes the pick. And then third quarter towards the sidelines. Don't throw it anywhere near that guy. Gilmore with the pick. Jones 9 of 20 with 3 interceptions against a 4-man pass rush. Then it's Jones, Jonathan Hillman. That ball comes loose. That's going the other way. Kyle Van Noy is going to take it in for a touchdown. Again, the Patriots defense and special teams have combined to score 35 points this year on 5 touchdowns. The Dolphins and Jets have 4 offensive touchdowns combined. The Pats D is good.
What was going through your mind as you were soaring to that nylon?
Just hold on to the ball. I was thinking about Bill, to be honest, because I didn't want to lose the football because I'd have been in some trouble. Just glad I didn't.
Were you surprised Jones kept on testing Gilmore?
Yeah, he's tripping. Yeah.
Don't throw the ball anywhere near Gilmore. Darrelle Revis last night tweeted he's the best corner in football. Following yet another great defensive performance, Patriots now have the 3rd best point differential through 6 games of a season in the Super Bowl era. It's not only the best ever for a Patriots team, it's the best since the '99 Rams, who wound up winning the Super Bowl that year as well. And so we're going to talk more about the Patriots as the morning continues. But the guy they played, again, the rookie who didn't beat him last night, Daniel Jones, playing without basically all of, I think the top 4 offensive weapons were not in this game. How do you assess what he did last night?
He's shorthanded. There's no doubt about it. You can't dispute that. However, I know Pat Shurmur's talking to him about where he extends that play in the pocket. He's patting the ball, goes through 8 resets or whatever. Internal time clock. Your internal time clock has to go off, and in a game like this, when you're patting the ball that long, just get rid of it. Show me that you can live to see another down. I know for a fact that's a Pat Shurmur staple. He's going to remind him of that, and those are growing pains for a young quarterback.
Yeah, Mark, my concern right now is Daniel Jones. You watch the game and you watch the film again. He starts to predetermine where he's going to throw that football. Just like Van Noy said, he's tripping trying to throw it to Gilmore, and yet he just says, you know what, I think that I have the guy open over there, and as soon as the ball snapped, that's where he's going. You can't do that as a rookie.
I 100% agree. And the other thing, throwing at Gilmore, you don't want to do it with a tight end. He was throwing to Red Ellison. It's a matchup thing. But once again, in that first interception, into too much traffic. All fixable things. It's not like he's lacking ability. These are just mental errors that will get fixed over time.
That said, he seems to have some confidence. He seems to have some accuracy, which was the big question coming in. And he's playing without any of his guys. So when they get Saquon back and they get Sterling Shepard back and they get Evan Ingram back, as Daniel Jones continues to progress, does anyone else think this could be a decent offense by the time we get late in the season?
That's why my concern is predetermining where he's going with the football. Once you have all your talent there, you shouldn't say, all right, snap the ball, and then this is where I'm going right now. Let your athletes make a play, get open, and then find somebody else. Give them time, offensive line, and he should be able to do that. But you can't start figuring out before the snap where you want to throw the ball.
Look, we just made the point. Rookie quarterbacks don't succeed against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. This guy's the last guy who won a game in that spot. All things considered, without any of his weapons, I thought Daniel Jones played okay last night. Now let's run the hurry up with a few of the really big matchups this weekend. Eagles at Vikings. Bobby, what's the key to this game for you?
Well, it's going to be the play action pass that get Dalvin Cook going, but you looked at what Kirk Cousins was able to do last week, finding Thielen down the field, did a great job with him in play action pass. That's where the majority of his yards came. I believe 81 yards to Thielen on play action passing last week. That is going to be a key for this Vikings offense and Kirk Cousins.
Another very interesting game is the Saints at Jacksonville. Bridgewater against Minshew. Sanchez, what are you looking for?
I'm all about Minshew mania, but I'm going with the Saints. I love what Teddy Bridgewater did on the road at Seattle. Sean Payton, master motivator. He's going to have this team ready to go. And whether Jalen Ramsey plays or not, I still think the Saints have too much juice. Kamara, They just have too much offense. Taysom Hill's got to get involved, though.
Now, give them a lot of credit the way they've continued to win without Drew Brees. Next game, and this one is a monster game of the NFC West. 49ers at the Rams. Vilma, what's the key?
Yeah, we're watching highlights of that 49ers defense because the 49ers have an identity. DeForest Buckner, D4, Quan Alexander, Nick Bosa. These are the 49ers, and that's how they built their team. Unlike the Rams, who don't have an identity right now, they are trying to find themselves. Can't run the football. Defense is slacking. Right now, you have a team in the 49ers ascending, the Rams descending. We need to find a way, the Rams, to win this game. If not, 49ers take it.
And meanwhile, from that same division is Russell Wilson and the Seahawks taking on the Browns. Bobby, what is the key for the Browns as they try to bounce back from their beatdown Monday night?
No one pushes the ball down the field better than Russell Wilson to Lockett and Metcalf. But the Browns have only given up a few passes over 20 yards in the air. They're getting Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams back. That should help eliminate the big play and keep Cleveland in the game until their offense can get going.
Yeah, we'll see. And one of the things they've not been able to do in any way is get Odell Beckham Jr. going. He and Baker Mayfield have just not been on the same page. Mayfield was 2 for 6 for 27 yards, targeting Beckham in last week's loss to the 49ers. The past 2 weeks, they have the worst completion rate by a quarterback-receiver combo in the entire NFL. And Odell Beckham talked about that this week.
I hate losing, period. So anytime we lose and I don't feel like I did anything to help win the game, I'm going to be frustrated. It's just the bottom line. I'm a winner in my heart, and I hate losing. So I feel like I was brought here to help. I feel like I was brought here to help this team win, and that's all I want to do. So if it has to be handoffs, like, it's whatever. Just finding ways to have successful plays, not just give me the ball to appease me or anything like that. Sounds funny, just got to do better, do more to get open, do more when we do get an opportunity. That's really it.
For what it's worth, he actually had a better QBR on Monday night than his quarterback Baker Mayfield did. He threw one ball and he threw it very well. But what are you seeing and hearing right now from Odell?
Listen, 2009 with the Jets, we sneak in the playoffs. We kind of back our way in the playoffs. And Rex Ryan, Schottenheimer, and Matt Cavanaugh sat me down and they said, listen, you like this group of players you're with? Yes, I do, Coach. Okay, do you think you're a winner? Absolutely. You're a good competitor? Absolutely, Coach. Okay, well, show me, because the way you've been turning over the football is not going to cut it. All these guys are going to be gone. People are going to get fired. We're going to lose games, and we are done. So when Odell Beckham's talking about, hey, I'm a competitor, I'm a winner, this is what I do, then show me. You know what I mean? This kind of stuff, I understand you're competing so hard, you want it to work so bad. So here I am in 2009 forcing this ball down the field. Well, you can't do that. Show me that when you hold that football, you understand that you hold the hopes and dreams of the entire franchise in your hands. So show me that it's that important. That's all I'm asking for him. And he's literally one of my favorite players in the NFL. I'm not down on this guy. I just want to see it, because I would literally get caught looking at the pictures on the sidelines when we're supposed to be looking at the defense and looking up when we played against Odell to see if he was making plays.
I hear everything you're saying.
That's what I think he is.
It sounds like you're putting a lot of the emphasis on Odell, when the emphasis shouldn't be on him, because he's saying all the right things. Now, the most important thing he said was, don't just give me the ball to appease me. That means stop giving me these silly little reverses and running the ball around, and stop having me throw passes, etc. He is one of the best wide receivers in the game, and you need to accommodate that as a coach.
So why haven't they been able to get him?
Because of Baker Mayfield, period. That's why they haven't been able to get him going. He's been inaccurate. Baker Mayfield, he sits in the pocket and throws a 7 route to Odell. Odell has to try to do a circus catch. Just throw the ball, baby. That's it.
Well, I understand that, but hold on. He's on an ensemble cast, okay? You don't get all the solo shots with an ensemble cast.
Yeah, I
the
hear
ball's
that.
got to get spread around, and if the quarterback's only completing, what, high 50s, low 60% of your passes,
Okay, but it goes back to
that
my
cuts down
point.
your numbers again.
Part of the reason is what they're asking him to do. He had a couple drops last week, but he plays the X receiver position. He's lined up on the left side a lot of the time. Baker gets flushed, and he always goes to his right. So he's been eliminated from his field of view. Like, I put this a little bit on Freddie Kitchens. He's your best player. He's one of the best players in the NFL. Right. Put him in the slot, move him around. That's something they did with the Giants that was really effective at. When you throw him in there, He's a guy that you can throw those slants. The catch and run ability of Odell Beckham Jr. is phenomenal. And they haven't really run him on a lot of short passes. He's double covered,
Bobby,
but move him.
And that's exactly my point. We put the focus on Odell because of the comments he's made, but it's not Odell. Odell is saying all the right things.
Yeah.
It's, as you said, Freddie Kitchens. It's Baker Mayfield. They have to figure out how to get this man the football. He's too good of a receiver not to get him the football.
I 100% agree, but when you get the football, whether it's a punt return or a handoff,
he must protect it.
Make the most of it. If the ball comes your way 2 times, I need 2 catches from you, because that might be the only time you see it.
Interestingly, that little clip we just saw of him on the Giants, he's holding the ball the same way. That's how he holds the football. We'll see if sometimes it becomes a problem.
Look at LaShawn McCoy. He's been carrying the football the same way for the last decade.
Fumbled last week.
And he did fumble last week.
All right, again, they're losing in that game 31-3, so that's really not the storyline, but it could become a problem. Let me take a break. I got much more coming as we go. If you've been waiting for another rivalry like Brady and Manning, your wait is over. I'll